Oh my goodness, do I ever have egg on my face. Um, I thought I recorded the rest of the video for you guys to watch my process of making this amazing project. And I didn't. Ah, I feel so foolish, and I spent all that time and effort talking, and you weren't even hearing me say anything. Oh my goodness. So, okay, with egg on her face, not literally, but feeling very ridiculous, but I am going to show you the finished swinging pockets pages that I created, and I hope that you will absolutely go over to Barbara's shop. If you haven't been there yet, you'll want to take a peek. She's got some amazing digitals. Just give yourself a little bit of time so you can just take your time and peruse it all. And remember, if you do mention the code that I give you in the description box below this video, then you get 10% off everything, not just the ones that I used. So that's a really good deal. All right, guys, again, I do apologize, but let me show you what I finished up. So I am really, really happy with how this turned out. I am sad that you weren't with me, but let's go ahead and just kind of go through it. Well, that's too much. That's not gonna show it very well. Okay, so as you can see, I have, when I left you, that you saw, I had stitched these pockets on. Everything else was blank, and I had not put these two pages together. So let me show you real quick with something else so you can just see what I'm talking about. And I'm just going to use some scraps. Oh, we do love our scraps, don't we? Oh, you guys, I'm just feeling so bad. Dang it. I was just chatting away and then just, I had evidently, instead of pushing for my system the way I've got it now, you have to push the pause button again for it to continue recording. And I must have pushed the stop recording button. So all of that time and effort was wasted. Except that I did get something done. Okay, so say for instance, that's not even going to be good. Well, yes, it will be. This will work. Okay, pretend, we're in pretend mode, my darlings, that this is my inner page. Now, on the ones that I showed you, there was just a little bit of distance. But I have found through this process, and I'm recommending to you, that you keep your inside page the same height as your outside page. Don't bring it in, and I'll tell you why. As you glue, you see, because this was not the same height, then I have made my pocket just a smidgen smaller. I mean, it's still a good size pocket, and I love this, but if you want to have the whole pocket space, then just keep these two the same, okay? So only do this differently. Okay, so putting these together, all it was a matter of taking scraps that I liked, and I took scraps from Barbara's digitals. I just took one of the pages that I had printed out, and I went ahead and, well, let's see, just a sec. Let me bring down, bring it down. Okay, these are, again, the lovely digitals that I worked with. The Dreaming of Summer. And there's so many yumminess going on here. Okay, so let's just take this, for instance. So all I would do is go ahead, and I used my tear ruler. I didn't want to have the hard and fast lines. I wanted it appears to feather in a little bit nicer when the lines are not straight. Now, I don't always do that. Sometimes I like that look too. I mean, it just, you know, you do you. If that's, you do it however you want. I'm just kind of showing you how I did it. And so then I would just get a piece, say for instance, you can see like this is one piece, this is another piece, this is a piece, and on this one I took an image, as you can see, and I just made it, if we fold it over, I made it long enough to fold over. So it's just, I made these wide enough that they can fold over. And that's how, this was just collaged on top and on the bottom so that I could do this. Now, keep in mind, you do have your pockets, and so you have to make adjustments sometimes, maybe a little cut or something to make a paper fit. But other than that, this was pretty, you know, it's pretty standard. It's pretty simple. Actually, it's very simple. It just takes a little bit of time, but it, I think it looks beautiful as you work with it. Okay, so here we go. You know, so let's just pretend. Let me get another glue page here. And again, I'm just kind of like, I'm super bummed. And it's like, oh, there I was just chatting away and my friends weren't even hearing me. And the video that you will see that I'm in the process of uploading right now, which is number 1 of this, I was going to finish. It was all going to be one video. But it turned out to be more than one video. Okay? All right. So I am just folding it over. Just folding that over. And then I would continue and just fold it over. And I'm not even going to do any more on that because you know, you get the idea. I wish I had realized that you darlings weren't with me at the time. Darn it. So I did either the top or the bottom, it doesn't matter which, and then I did the opposite side, and that gives you your pocket effect. Okay. So I hope anyway, that I have explained that well enough that you feel confident that you can go ahead and do that. So then it was just a process of just layering. For instance, on this page, and I wanted to pick kind of a neutral inside page so that I could add all the delicious, the little extra things that we love to do. And so I have added some of my own old book pages and things that I had that I like a book page. And I especially love old vintage ones. I don't know what it is about old books, but I just think they're really sexy. So, this has been added. I did a book page underneath. Now, sometimes I inked around and some I didn't. And I like a mixture. I don't think it has to be exactly the same all the time. See, this one doesn't, but I love that because it really makes this butterfly pop. More so than I think had I inked everything. Now, that's just my opinion. I mean, it's, you do whatever, makes you happy on this whole process. That's the whole thing. We're having fun. We're having fun, sweeties. And guys, if you're watching too, you can be a sweetie too. It's all generic. We're all good here. So I took one of her tags and cut out this terrific image with the birdie in the nest. I wanted to bring in some of this color as I had used some of this on one of my, my envelopes, my swinging pockets, right? Not an envelope, I apologize. So this has 1, 2, 3, here's the cheesecloth that I added, 4, 5 images in this one spot. Images, well, they are different things, but layers is what I meant to say. This particular area has 5 layers. Some have 1. Some have 2, some have, several. This one, let's see, this one has, I've got the layer of the folding over, the collage part, so that's 1. And then the paper that it's collaged on, that's 2. And then my glassing, that's 3. This is 4. This is 5. This is 6. This is 7. Right here in this spot. Down here, we just have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Well, okay, we have 6. Okay, well, here's one that's got 1, 2, 3, 4. So, that's what brings it to life, is adding. It's just taking on something that's amazing and beautiful. Her digitals are just wonderful. They're so lovely to work with. And then just adding some of her other digitals and her other goodies. I love combining and mix and matching. And like I said, I love adding some of my book pages in this mix as well. Almost everything here was from her shop. And like I said, the links for video number 1, which is the pockets that we made, we did do in the first video. Let's see, this will be video number 3. Should have been number 2, but instead of hitting the pause, I hit the stop. So my bad on that. And then you have these amazing side pockets, which were super, super fun. So we decorated the front a little bit. I added some fun things here. This is all from her shop. The links are all down below. And you can see where we've folded over the papers, the collage. And I just think it's a great look. And then on the back, we've done the same. And then look at this. Isn't this just the sweetest ever? Look at that bird. You just want to, oh, it's just so cute. All right, so that is it, my sweet friends. I am, again, so sorry for the confusion. I didn't think it was going to be this weird for me to learn, this new system that hubby has set up for me, but wow. It kind of is a little bit. So I hope you'll bear with me. And I hope that you have an amazing rest of the day, evening, night, whatever time it is that you're watching the video. Just know I love you guys. And I look forward to chatting with you in our next video together. Bye-bye now.